Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Halfway through the week, my health seems to be plummeting. I thought it was good at the beginning of the week, and my tonsils are ridiculously swollen. I'm congested all up in here. But you know what? God is always good, and He will continue to be good. So, let's just hop into our goal for the day before I lose my voice for the remainder of the video. So today's goal is to be peculiar, okay? Be peculiar. And if you do not know the definition, I didn't even really have to look up this definition. I did anyway, just because we are creatures of habit. But I didn't even have to look up the definition of peculiar because I strive, honestly, this isn't one of my goals for the year, but I strive to be peculiar all the time. Peculiar means that you have a distinguishable trait about you or something is different about you as opposed or in comparison to the rest of the population or whoever else that you're with. There's something about you, and I'm not just talking about like, oh, you got a beauty mark right here, so she's peculiar. Yes, that'll make you different. That's a distinguishable trait. But I'm talking about distinguishable that's not necessarily physically, not a physical characteristic that makes you different, but like your attitude is different, your drive is different, your passions are different, the things that you are focused on or concerned with, those things are different than what your population is. And that doesn't have to be the world, because I'm sure, there are others that have the same drives or morals and values as you, similar at least. But amongst your group of friends or at work, are you a peculiar person? If not, you need to check that, because that definitely needs to be one of your goals. You for sure don't want to look like everyone else physically, right? I think so many people go through such lengths to make sure that they are on top of the fashion trends, like making sure that, I'm one of the first to do it in my crew, or I was one of the first to do it in my city. A lot of people strive to do that. However, they do not strive to be one of the first to internally be different or internally be peculiar. Not many people are striving to do that. They'll say that they do that, and on the outside, like, oh, okay, I see that she is doing that. But on the inside, or when you really look at their characteristics over a span of time, they're doing the exact same thing that everyone else is doing. And to bring about change, we talked about bringing about change yesterday. To truly bring about change in the world, you have to be peculiar. Okay, you have to be peculiar. The reason that you have to be peculiar is change happens, and this is just me speaking. This isn't like there's no research behind this. This is just Ashley, to be honest. But from what I have seen in history, change has happened when someone goes against the grain with their thinking, with their actions, with the things that they are saying. They're going against the grain, going against what it could be as big as the world, but even as small as your group. What your group is saying, you're going against the grain, like, no, I'm not gonna do that just because that's just not something that I'm gonna do. And you're taking a stand. You're really remaining firm. I think that was one of our goals, to be firm. You're remaining firm and fixed in your values, in your morals, and in that way, you are being peculiar because you're being different. You are singling yourself out, and the peculiar road is never an easy road, because a lot of times it's a road traveled solo dolo. Okay, a lot of times you'll be the only one that is being peculiar for a minute until you meet up with some other peculiar people at some intersections. Like, y'all doing the same thing, and those peculiar people you want to be in line with, unless they start, doing something crazy. So there are going to be some peculiar people that you guys can be peculiar together with, if that makes sense. But against the normal way of thinking for your group, and you can have several groups. I have several groups. I have friends, I have families, I have coworkers, I have different people at church. I have different groups. So in each one of those groups, I can find ways to be peculiar. And it doesn't even always have to be going against the grain. It also can be just bringing a new light to a subject. So thinking different, a distinguishable thought, that is being peculiar. Don't just strive not to be the same, okay? No one wants the same person. No one wants that. That's boring, okay? Be peculiar, stand out. Yeah. All right, so that's the goal for today. I struggle through it. Honestly, my throat is literally on fire as we speak, but that is the goal for today. Hope everyone has a great Hope everyone has a great Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is. Hope everyone has a great Wednesday. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.